Hello everyone, welcome back to another video of tailored explanation. In this video, we are going to cover unit create attributes for watch band styles from the project Personalize Smartwatches with Salesforce CPQ attributes. So this unit primarily focuses on global attributes. We are going to see what all things are required in order to create global attributes and how we can configure them to align with our product. So let's quickly move on to our challenge. But before that, there is this table given us for the difference between configuration attribute and global attribute. So you can go through this table. Moving ahead, this is just shown in this screenshot that we are going to cover up in this unit. So over here, you can see that we have our lead product smartwatch and we are on configure product page. And over here, there is this one feature watch band given over here. And we have two products by the same name, same product code, but we want two bands with different stylings. For the first band, we want different material. For the second one, material should be canvas, color red and green, and accent it should be light gray and dark gray. So we are giving the variety based on the styling of our watch bands. So here, material, color, and accent, these are basically the global attributes. So let's see how we can achieve the same as part of this unit challenge. So the first thing that we have to do is, again, we have to create the fields that we want to see on the configure page as configuration attribute or global attribute. We have to create those fields on product option. Then we are going to provide the API name in the target field on configuration attribute object. And then we are going to proceed further how we can create global attributes. So let's quickly launch our trailer playground. I've already done. Go to object manager. And here, go to product option. We are going to create a new field here by the name material. So I'll copy this. This is going to be pick list type. So select the data type as pick list. Values, I'll copy paste. Silicon, canvas, stainless steel, and leather. So select this option. That's all. Click on next. Next. Save and new. The next field that we have to create is another picklist type of field by the label color. So let's go back and select picklist, label, copy all these values, and paste this here in the text box area. Click on next, next, and save. So we have our three. So Ascent is basically we have created in the previous units challenge. That's why we are not taking up over here. So make sure when you are doing this units challenge, you have Ascent field already on product option. So I already have, so that's why I'm not creating it. So let's move on further. Next is we have to go to our configuration attribute, and in the target field, we'll be providing the API name of the material and color. The third global attribute, we already have Ascent API name in the target field as part of previous unit challenge. So that's not we are considering over here. So let's go back to our object manager and go to configuration attribute object, target field. Scroll down. So here we have asset already. A new field, we have to add API name of the new field. Select this. Now here we are primarily focusing on global attributes. So if you want, you can select this, or there is no harm in selecting both of the record types. So I'm taking up over here both the record types, and just we have to click on save. Now, the next thing that we have to do is we have to create configuration attribute. So let's go back to our Salesforce CPQ application. And here in the app launcher, we are going to search for configuration attribute. So earlier, if you remember, when we were creating configuration attribute, which were not of global attributes type, we were going to, the third step was to go to the product for which we want to configure attribute. And then in that product related list, we were creating the configure attribute record. But in case of global attributes, we do not have to follow these steps, because as the name specify global, that means they are not specifically designed for any product. They are globally available. So we are first going to make them globally available. Then we will associate them with our product options. Okay. So what we have to do is we have to go to our app launcher and search for configuration attribute. So either here you can type configuration attribute, you can select from here, or you can go to this more option and you can select from here as well, configuration attribute. Now we already have few attributes which we had created in previous units. So here we are going to create global attributes. So the very first attribute that we are going to create is material. So let's click on new. Now this time our record type is going to be global attribute. Click on next, and name is material. Target field, we are going to take up material API name. Save and new. Now the second attribute that we are going to create is color. Let's go back, select global attribute. Next, API name or the target field, we are going to select color API name. Click on save and new. Now, before I move ahead, you'll say that we already have ascent configuration attribute created, but this is not the global attribute. This was configuration attribute which we created for previous units challenge. But for this unit, we have to create the global attribute ascent. So that's why I'm copying this name. And let's go back here, new global attribute. Earlier, this it was of configuration attribute record type ascent. Now this time it has to be global attribute. Paste this name over here and ascent is here. Click on save. So now we have all the three global attributes that we have to show with our product options. So the first is material, color, and ascent. We have three global attributes now. So if you recall our previous process that we were following, creating field on product option, we are providing API name on the target field of configuration attribute object. But the third step here, instead of going to a specific product, because we are creating global attribute, that's why we are going directly to configuration attribute before associating it to any product. So this was the slight difference in the third step. Now moving ahead, it's a total different steps that we are going to follow up in order to create global attributes. All right. So next on, we have to create attribute items. Now, before creating attribute items, we have to create attribute set. So this is the relationship between global attribute, attribute set, and attribute item. So basically, attribute item works as the junction object between global attribute and attribute set. So here on the attribute item, you can say this is item connects global attribute and attribute set. So this is the work of attribute item. So let's quickly move on and see how we can create attribute set and attribute item and how these can be added to our products on the product configuration page. So what we have to do next is we have to create attribute set. So let's go back here and go to more and select attribute set here. Here we are going to create a new attribute set. Click on new. Name, we are going to create wash band style. You can create any number of attribute set. Click on save. Now here in the related, we are going to assign attribute items. Now what are attribute items? Attribute items, we are going to take those three material, color, and accent that we want them to be visible on our quote configure product page, right? So here we are going to create new attribute item by the name material, color, and accent. And sequence we are going to give it as 10, 20, 30. This is basically the order of their appearance. So material will be on the extreme left, color in between, and accent on the extreme right. So let's quickly go back there and create these attribute items as well. Now here we have to select this material, configure attribute. So configuration attribute is the, you can say, broad term under which we have created global attribute type of configuration attribute. So attribute set is watch band styles and sequence we are giving as 10. The next one, we have to select configuration attribute as color, giving out sequence as 20. Again, the attribute set is same. Click on save and new. Then accent, same attribute set and sequences 30. So now you can consider that attribute set as a playlist. One playlist is for work songs, another one is for dance song. But both workout songs and dance songs, both are from same library. And some songs may appear in both of the playlists, right? There can be some songs from the dance songs in the workout song playlist as well, and vice versa. So the attribute item is like a playlist entry. So that's how you can consider the relationship between attribute set and attribute item. So here we have associated all the three attribute items to the attribute set. Now, attribute set, you can consider the collection of global attributes that have something in common. So this is, we are clubbing all the styling that we have for our watch bands into one. And that's what we are calling as attribute set by the name watch band style. So yeah, we are done with attribute items. Now, the next thing or the last thing I would say is we have to make these global attributes specific to a product. So let's go back to our regular product or go to our product smartwatch. I'll open this up on a new tab. Now here, if you will go to, so I'll open up the code as well on which I want this to be visible. So code 00045, go to edit lines, and we will see the changes simultaneously, how the linking of attribute items to the product options is working. So here we have to click on add product and go to smartwatch. Select this. Now our configuration page will appear, and here we have two features, watch bands and charging option. Now in this unit, we are working on watch band. So right now there is no global attribute coming up for these two products. These are simple products that are coming up over here as product options inside watch band feature. Now we have to proceed further to make those global attributes visible over here. So we'll go back to our product, go to related list. So there are these two product options that we are seeing over here, these two. Let's go back and open 0000761 first, right? Now here on this, we have to go to related tab. We have product attribute set. We are going to create a new record and see how this is going to connect with the attribute set watchman style, which we just created. So product option, we are taking up this 00076, and attribute set that I'm going to connect here is watchman style, which will automatically take up these three items and the target field as well. Based on this target field API name, it will fetch the values of the field that we are associating. So what CPQ will do, CPQ will go here in the product option and see, okay, which attribute set is associated to this. Watch band style. All right. It will go to watch band style. It will check what are the attribute items associated to it. It will see, okay, these three are the attribute items. And what are the target field associated to it? So the target field material underscore C, color C underscore C, accent underscore C. So now these API name, CPQ will search the fields on product option, what which values that has to be visible, which field has this API name, so that it can make those field value visible to you on the configuration page as global attributes. So you're getting now. So in the previous, when we were creating simple configuration attribute, going to your product related uh, tab and then configuration attribute related list, there also you had that target field, and there also you were selecting the target field API name, right? Here as well, the only difference has come up on the attribute item thing. So here in the target field, you are similarly showing the target field API name that you want to refer, for which product option field you want this value to be stored. So there is only this difference of attribute items. Instead of going to particular product, we are taking the target field value here through going to our product option, and then we are associating attribute set. Sequence you can give any. So just click on save. And let's see what happened in our product configuration page. I'll just refresh this. Right now, we do not have any global attribute associated to it. So let's just add another smartwatch. Now here you will notice that we have this expandable arrow. Click on this, and there you go, material, color, and accent. Right now, no default value is coming up over here. It is just showing blank or none selected. So what we'll do is we'll go back to our product option again. We will go to these fields. So we had created these fields on product option, right? So we are going to give out the field value here. So material, I'm going to select silicon. Okay. Accent, I'm going to, let me just check what was, okay, silicon. Color is dark gray and accent is light gray, and this is light gray. So let's just save this. So you will get the default values populated over here. Moving ahead, we haven't associated any global attribute with our second product option, right? It is still not showing any product option, any global attribute there. So this arrow, expandable arrow, is coming only for this product option. I want this to appear here as well, because I'll be selecting two bands with different band styling. So let's go back here again. So this is the product option we have configured. Let's go back to our smartwatch again. Go to related list. So we have configured this product option. We have to configure this one as well. So let's go back there. In the related section, I'm again going to associate the same attribute set, which was watch band style. Sequence, you can give out any, that doesn't matter because these are the attribute set for different product option. So anyway, that is going to appear first. So we have associated that as well. Now let's give out the default values also. So material as per the challenge has to be leather, and color is brown, accent is golden. So let's go back. Color is brown and accent is gold. Click on save. Now this time when I'll go and refresh this code, it is going to show me the global attributes for both of the product options. So now you can see expandable arrow is coming for both of the product options. silicon gray and light gray default values, and here as well leather, brown, and gold default values. Just select this as one as well, because two bands are uh, end user wants, or the customer wants two bands, so that's why two bands, smartwatch band with different configuration. Click on save. I hope I was able to convey or explain you in simple manner how we can create global attributes. That's all. Let's click on verify step button and see whether we have passed this challenge or not. There you go. This unit is completed. So see you in the next video with another unit or module. Till then, take care. Thank you so much.